Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to day 3. Can you believe it? We are on day 3 of the workshop and you are getting clear on what you want in 4 simple steps. Now, before we go any further, massive shout out to every single one of you because you are going all out with these steps that you're working through. You are really giving it your all and you are going to reap the benefits for it. So a massive shout out to every single one of you because you are doing amazing. Thank you to everyone that's reached out to me, sharing where you're at. You're just doing amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to be here again today and be on day 3. So we are going to be looking at, well, today you are going to be recognizing what's important to you. And just going back to what we mentioned yesterday, it is essential that in these exercises, you are looking at what's important to you. Not what you think should be important. If you can hear yourself saying, well, that should be important, that's not what we want. Not what you think should be important, not what other people have said to you should be important, or not perhaps other people's opinions or views that you've taken on. This space is for you to focus solely on you and what you think. So as always, let me know if you're joining live with a hashtag live and where in the world you are joining from. And if you're watching on replay, still take part. Let me know hashtag replay and where in the world you are also. And remember, if you are watching this on email, no excuses, you still go all out and you still take part, and at the end of this training you hit reply on that email as well. So we've got a few people on. Hello Sarah, how are you doing? Now for today, so I need you to let me know where you're watching from, let me know that you're watching, let me know that you're taking part and showing up. And what I will do just before we continue on, oh, I can see all the emojis coming up. That's it, ladies. Show me your excited emojis. That's what I want to see. We want to raise the vibe in here because we are all freaking amazing. You're just doing so great. I can't believe it. Like I said yesterday, blown away with you all. So just to continue on from yesterday with my part of the story. So I mentioned yesterday about how I looked at what it was, not just what it was that I wanted to change, but what that change would do for me and what it would give me. So I'd said about how I didn't want to do the commute to work anymore on a train. So I wanted to be able to have a shorter commute to work. I wanted to be in the sunshine more, and I wanted to be able to take a break, my version of a break from my career, from climbing the corporate ladder, and I wanted to just focus on my lifestyle and just live in a very relaxed, very beach kind of lifestyle. We've got another live joiner. Hi Danielle, fantastic to have you here. So I'd acknowledged that those were the things that I wanted to change, and that's sort of the lifestyle that it was going to give me. And with today's exercise, by me taking this next step, it made me go that bit deeper because there was a deeper underlying reason behind what was so important to me about making those changes. And at that point, I hadn't really connected to it. Maybe I had, but I hadn't acknowledged it. And so with step 3 today, what we do is we now delve a bit deeper. And so by me going through this step, what I was actually able to recognize was the most important thing to me about making that change of moving myself from the UK, where I'd lived my entire life, and moving to another country by myself and creating a new life. What was so important to me about that deep down was that it was the first time in my life that I was actually saying yes to myself, and I was saying no to other people. And I mean, I get a bit choked up when I sort of relive it, because it was such a massive turning point in my life. And it meant that I was saying yes to myself because this is what I wanted to do for me. And it meant me saying no to other people because I wasn't going to be physically there for my friends and loved ones how they was used to me being. So obviously other people, for them, they didn't want me to go, but I was fortunate that everyone supported my decision. But it did mean that I had to learn how to be okay with other people not necessarily being okay with my decision. So it was the first time I put me first. And when I connected to that importance, oh, I can see your hearts, everyone, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was a massive turning point. And the reason I share that with you is because it doesn't matter what the change is that you're wanting to make in your life. When you connect with it on that deeper level, there's a shift that happens. And then you start taking action from a very different place within, because you've connected with the true essence of what's important to you about that. And so I do appreciate all the hearts and the loves. Thank you so much. Can anyone else relate to having that experience of the first time that you've said yes to yourself and no to other people? Let me know in the comments. So, step 3, should we go into this? Let me know, are you ready today to take action? And actually, let me know, how did you get on with step 2 yesterday? Are you watching the replays? Are you doing catch up? Have you only started step 1? Let us know where you are in the journey, and then we can support you along the way to get you to the end of those 4 steps, because you are going to be in a place of just feeling inspired, motivated and ready when you get to the end of the 4 steps. So let us know where you're at now and we can support you along the way. So step 3, we're still using what you've done in the previous 2 steps. So you've got now the changes that you've identified that you want to make, no more than 3. If you've only got 1, that's absolutely fine as well. And in the workbook, what you've got here is you've got 3 boxes, 1 for each of the change. And what I want you to do, brilliant, I can see all the thumbs up coming up. Thank you, everyone. You're all amazing. Love, love, love your energy. You just keep me so inspired. So thank you so much. And we've got a few new joiners on live as well. Hello, everyone. So what I want you to do, for step 3 is write again at the top of each of the boxes, or in your notepad or on your computer, wherever you're doing your writing, what that change is that you want to make. And then what we're going to do with this exercise, and what I mentioned earlier, is I want for you to really step into now what you want. What's your focus? What's important to you? So this isn't about anyone else right now. I'm not saying that, you know, it means that you don't love or care about your family, or you're not considering them or taking their needs and wants on board. Absolutely not. But this is just a moment and space for you, and I want you to honour yourself and give yourself that to answer these questions. So you've written down what the changes that you want to make, and now I want you to ask yourself, what is important to me about making that change? Now, there's going to be a process that you go through here. So automatically, you're going to have some answers that come to mind. And some of you will have heard me speaking about on some of my other videos, the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. So for those of you that haven't heard it, so our conscious mind is in our head, if you imagine, is in our head, and it makes up just under like 10% of our actual mind. And it's where our logical thinking happens, our analytical thinking, our decision making. And we live very much in that part of our minds majority of the time. Over 90% of our thinking, of our mind, is actually in our unconscious mind. Now, I like to say that our unconscious mind is here. You know, our unconscious mind is the true essence of who we are, because that's where our beliefs live. That's where our values, our emotions, our feelings, our memories, our creativity. So the true essence of who you are is in your unconscious mind. And that is why, because we live majority of the time in our conscious mind, we need to make a conscious effort to tap into our unconscious mind, because in our unconscious mind, that is where your answers lie. And how we're going to tap into that through today's exercise is by you going all out like you have done. So taking this action and answering these questions. So I want you to give 10 answers, right, for each change. And what you'll find is the first 5 answers that you give, so what's important to me about making that change. Oh, I'm seeing all the comments coming up, ladies. Let me just have a quick look. Sarah, you love this. Always too much in your head. I mean, we all do it, and it's very much the society that we live in encourages us to be very much in our heads. And that's okay, you know, it serves a purpose in certain times and places, but especially with what we're doing now, we want to tap into like that true essence of who we are, and we can easily tap into it. We just need to use our head to make us consciously tap into it, and it's as easy as that. So you've got your change that you want to make, and you're asking yourself, what's important to me about making that change? Now, your first at least 5 answers, 3, 4, 5 answers, they're going to be coming from your conscious mind, and they'll be just the answers that immediately come out, and they're likely to be like, you know, the story that you say of whatever it is to do with this change. So let those answers come out, and then keep going with it and say, okay, so what's important to me about that? See what comes out. Okay. And what's important to me about that? Dig a bit deeper, dig a bit deeper. So with that, if we go back to me wanting to go to Spain, my initial answers were very much in the logical, analytical mind of, okay, well, it was the commute to work. I wanted to be in the sunshine. I wanted to walk on the beach. So it was all very much kind of logical. These are the things. And then it was only when I started going into answers 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 that I really connected deep within myself. And if this is a bit woo-woo for you, don't worry, just go with it, okay? When I connected on that level, that's when it finally came out. Do you know why this is so important to me? Because I need to do this for myself. I need to show myself that I am so strong and so confident that I can take whatever action I need to create and live the exact life that I want. And that's what's important to me about making this change. When I connected to it on that level, all of a sudden, there were just so many different opportunities that opened up to me of different ways that I could make it happen, of me moving to Spain. And so I want that same for you. I want you to have that same connection with this. And what you might find in this exercise is what comes out as being what's really important to you about it makes you realise, oh, what it was that I thought I wanted to change, I realise now actually what's important to me about that change is the thing that I want to work on. And that's absolutely fine as well. We'll cover a bit more about that tomorrow on step 4. So I want 10 answers for each change that you want to make. What is important to you about making that change? Let the answers come out and then delve deeper. Okay, so what's important to me about that? And what's important to me about that? And remember, it's your answers, no one else's. I can see more loves and hearts coming up. That's brilliant, ladies. I mean, you're all doing amazing. I know I keep saying it, but you absolutely are. You've shown up, you're going all out, and you are going to reap the benefits for it. So let's go over the action that you need to take today. You need to complete step 3. And you need to let us know in the comments when you're done to confirm, yes, I've completed step 3, and we can celebrate with you because you're not in this on your own. And if you're feeling comfortable enough to do so, share with us what's important to you about one of the changes that you want to make. And if you're feeling really brave, you can share with us answer number 10. Of what's important to you about making that change. So I'm so excited to hear how you will get on with today's answer, today's question in step 3. And I also mentioned to you that today I'm going to be telling you a bit more about the free prize that you are going to be getting at the end of tomorrow. So by the time you've done these 4 steps, you are going to be super, super clear on what it is you actually want, what it is that you actually want to change in your life. And you are going to be ready to start taking action and making those changes. And this free gift that you are going to get at the end of tomorrow is going to completely set you up for success in achieving what it is that you want in the new year. Now, that's all I can tell you for now. I will give you full details tomorrow. At the end of step 4 tomorrow, I'll give you the details. So every single one of you that have taken part, that have done the 4 steps, you can claim this free prize worth £300. Cannot wait to share that with you tomorrow. It's going to be a brilliant end of the 4 steps, a brilliant end to the week as well. So don't forget, complete step 3, let us know how you get on, and share what's important to you about one of the changes that you want to make. Have a brilliant rest of your day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow for step 4. Bye.